very well, but I'm gonna, again, put it together here. All right, everybody got the pencil? Okay, we're gonna start with our pencil in a few minutes. And then just like last time, we're gonna switch from our pencil over to a black marker or a black crayon when we get ready to do our art. But we're gonna start like we do many times before with a story. And in the story, there's a clue as to what our art project is going to be. Okay, everybody ready? I'm ready. Our story today is called Up, Tall, and High by Ethan Long. Up, tall, and high. I am tall. I am tall. I am tall. What's this? I am tall. Whoa. You are tall. I may not be tall. Poof! But I am not small. I can go high. I can go high. I can go high. I cannot go high. Why? Yeah. Because I cannot fly. He's a penguin. Can't fly.
Who's this?
Miss Suzie.
Penguin can't fly, can't go high. Sigh. Oh, but this bird has an idea. There's a light bulb. That means, oh, there's a bright idea. Now, look, it says there, now you can fly. Yes, I can go very high. There's his friend down here at the bottom. See? Got balloons and then, woo! I am up. You are up. Yes, I am up. And you are down. Up, down. Look at him. Flap, 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 flap. Now I am up too. Uh-oh. Crash. You should have stayed down. We'll help you up now. I'll help him up. The end. All right, art friends. I think everybody might have figured out what we're going to make today. It's not snakes, and it's not ice cream, and it's not sea turtles. Today, we're going to draw birds. And our artist that we're going to talk about today is named James Rizzi. James Rizzi, we can see a picture of him. He's an American artist, and he is from Brooklyn, New York. He was from Brooklyn. And he drew really, really cool pictures of birds. Other things too. So let me show you a couple pictures of James Rizzi's birds, and then we're gonna try to draw a picture like James Rizzi did. Do you guys like this one? This picture looks like maybe a little kid drew it, but for real, it was a grown-up named James Rizzi. And what you guys might notice when you look at these birds is that they have very fat black lines around them. They have two circly beady eyes staring straight at you. And there's lots of colors. Today, our birds are going to look a little bit like this. We're even going to decorate our landscape with a little flower like that too. This is kind of our main inspiration today for our art project. I have another picture to show you here. Let me get this guy to work. Here's another one. Isn't that cute? Yep. This one's called Lovebirds. And our artist today is James Rizzi. Do you guys see the clouds in the sky? Very cool. So we're going to follow along with me, and we're going to draw a picture like James Rizzi. Here's my example. I did this one with crayon. Here's the beady eyes and his pointy beak and the clouds and a little daisy over here. Here's another example that I did with marker. So this one is magic marker, which you can use, or crayons. And here's one I did a while ago that I painted. Yep, this one has paint. We're not going to paint today, so I'll put him away. I just like him. Today we're going to use, I think, crayon maybe, or marker, whatever you like. So we're going to get started with our drawings. Everybody got their pencil? I need everybody to get their pencil ready. And their plain white paper. Here's my plain white paper. And our project today goes up and down. So if your paper is rectangular shaped, we're going to go with an up and down project today. Okay? Everybody ready? We're going to start with the pencil. And the first step, then I want you to find the top of the paper right in the middle, and I want you to put a little pencil dot right there. Little tiny pencil dot right there. And then I want you to go down in the middle about halfway, but I want you to leave maybe 3 or 4 fingers from the bottom right in the middle and draw another little pencil line, and that's going to be the bottom of our bird. I want you to make a little mark there so you know to leave room for his birdie legs. Okay, so I'll show you on this example. I'm going to put a little line right here to help you figure out where the top of his head stops, and then a little pencil mark, a little dot right here to remind you that his body stops here so that you leave enough room for his legs. Okay, so that's our first step. Little dot here, little dot here. Okay. All right, we're going to start our drawing. We're going to go over all of these pencil lines with crayon or marker. So if you make a little mistake, no problem. We're going to fix it all at the end, okay? You're going to go over everything with black in a minute. So our first step, right in the middle of the page, I want you guys to draw, and I'm going to use marker so you can see what I'm doing. but you guys are using pencil. I want you to draw a nice letter V right in the middle of the page. Now, I want you to remember that little pencil spot we made. I want you to start at this side, and then you're gonna draw a jump rope that goes up to that little pencil mark and then down. It's like an ice cream cone. Like that. Looks a little bit like an ice cream. Now let's find in the V, two little marks to make his birdie nostrils. Okay, we ready? We're gonna draw his body now. So I want you to keep an eye on that little spot we made at the bottom because that's gonna be where we stop. So we're gonna start right up here at the top of that V we made a minute ago. And we're gonna go like this. We're gonna stop at that spot right there. Like a curvy line. And we stop right there at that little pencil mark we made. Now we're gonna go up to our letter V again, this time on this side. We're gonna make a line that goes like that to create his tail, his back and his tail. So we're gonna start here and we're gonna make us curvy line like a letter U, right like that. It can look like a V or a U, doesn't matter. Now, we're gonna start where we stopped and we're gonna draw a curvy line that connects the bottom of the bird's belly and the tip of his tail. And we're gonna draw a curvy line that goes right like that, okay? With your pencil. Everybody ready? I'm gonna do it nice and slow. I'm gonna start up here. Boom. So now we have his head and the shape of his tail and his fat birdie body. I'm sure you guys did great. Now we're gonna drop the pencil. Say goodbye to the pencil. And I want my art friends to pick up either the black crayon or a black marker. And I want you to carefully go over all of the pencil lines you just drew, carefully following the pencil lines you just drew with the marker or the crayon, so that yours looks a little bit like mine. And I'll give you a little while to get caught up, and then we'll finish the drawing. So just carefully trace over the bird that you just drew with your pencil. With the crayon or the marker, doesn't matter. Okay, I'm ready. Is everybody else ready? All right, with your marker or your black crayon, let's draw his birdie legs. So we just draw his skinny birdie legs at the bottom. 2 straight lines, and then his birdie legs. Now let's draw those feathers on his tummy, like James Rizzi always had these little feathers on his birdie's tummy. See? Yep. So we're going to take our black crayon or our black marker, and we're just going to go curvy, 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 curvy. Let's put some silly little feathers on his birdie tummy. Now we have to go up to his face and figure out his birdie eyes. So let's draw 2 circles right in the middle of the ice cream shape on his face. Now, James Rizzi's birds, I can maybe get my other iPad and show you, remind you that his birds always were kind of staring right at you with these beady eyes. Remember these? Uh-oh, yeah. So let's draw inside those circles 2 black spots. Like that. Cute. Now let's go up to the top. I'll take mine out of the clipboard and let's draw some bird feathers on the top. Sticking up bird feathers on the top, like James Rizzi used to do. Guess what, friends? I think our bird is done. He's done. But let's finish the background. So what we're going to do is find kind of the middle of his tummy, and we're going to draw the horizon line. That's a fancy art word. And the horizon line separates the bottom of the picture from the top, from the grass to the sky. And it's an imaginary line that people draw in art. And it can be a wiggly line, and it's going to go right here, right about the middle of the page, and it's going to stop. And then we're going to use our finger to go across his belly, and we're going to draw it here. So down here is grass, and up here is sky. And we know the difference because we just drew that horizon line. And that helps define where grass is and where sky starts. And in a few minutes, we're going to color this stuff green for grass, or any color you like, and then we're going to draw sky. But before we finish, let's add those puffy clouds. Remember James Rizzi on my iPad? He always had those puffy clouds. So let's draw the puffy clouds. We have room for 1 on either side, probably. They don't have to be real big. We're just going to go puffy cloud, puffy cloud. 1 on each side. So everybody should have a horizon line, 2 puffy clouds. Now I have room on mine right here for one of those little flowers. So I can draw a line like that. All right, friends. Our drawing is complete. So now what we can do is pick up our crayons, our colored crayons, or our markers, and we can start coloring. I chose a light green for my grass. I love my red bird, but you can make your bird any color. Here's an example of orange marker. Here's red crayon. You can color your bird any color. Let me go back to the other iPad and let's see James Rizzi's colors. Yep, here he made a pink one. Hard to tell, but one of these is pink. One of these is green. One of these is kind of gray. Let me hold it like this. Here he has yellow birds. They're pretty. Look, and he has daisies in this one like I drew, and the puffy clouds, and a little heart. There's a sunshine up there. That's a cute detail. There's another picture. Let me move it this way. Oh, a whole bunch of birds. Some are flying. And this one looks a lot like ours. See this guy right here? That looks a lot like the one we drew. So James Rizzi colored his birds all different colors. You can choose whatever color you like to color your bird. There's my red one. I think I'm going to use orange this morning. I love the color orange. I think I'm going to use orange today on my bird. You can color right over the black marker or the black crayon if you use that, or you can stay in the lines and color around. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to press nice and hard with my crayon and color in my bird with orange today. But I'm not going to color in his eyes. I'm going to keep them white. I'm going to try really hard to color around his eyeballs. I'm going to try really hard not to go into the eyeballs and color around the eyeballs as carefully as I can. So I'm going to color around this guy really carefully so we keep his eyeballs white. And finish coloring his head. Okay, my bird is colored in. Now, we have to color the grass. That's below the horizon line. Green is a good color for grass. And we have to color the sky. Blue is generally a good color for the sky, but of course, you can make your sky any color you like. When we color the sky, we're going to kind of carefully color around our white clouds so we can still see them. And we're going to color the grass. Just green like we usually do. And again, you can go right over the birdie legs or around the birdie legs. Right over them, because I used a marker. But we're going to be careful and stop right at this horizon line. And we're going to color our whole grass nice and green. It's been raining so much here in New Jersey. My grass is very green in my yard. So my green grass, pretty good. So one of the things that made James Rizzi such a popular artist is that he used very simple, clean black lines like we did with our crayon or our marker, and he used super bright colors like we're using with our crayon. And he made his pictures look like a child drew them, even though he was a grown-up. He wanted to make his pictures look like a kid drew them. I need some more green down here. All right, I'm ready to move on to my little flower. So I'm going to put yellow. And then I think I'm going to use pink. And then I'm going to color my leaves on my flower. My green crayon broke, but it still works. All right, how's that look? Pretty good? How are we doing on time? Let me check our time. Oh, we got a few more minutes, but my friends, my art friends can finish coloring after I sign off, so you guys can keep going. But I still have to do, I don't like this white space. We have to color in the blue sky. Remember my example? Yep, so I'm going to use my blue crayon and color in everything above the horizon line, all around the bird's body, his tail, around the clouds, through his hair, all around. All this is going to be blue. So I'm going to use the rest of my time with my fat blue crayon, but you can make your sky any color you like. But I'm going to use blue today. And that will finish up our bird drawing today in the style of James Rizzi, our artist of the day. See, I'm going to carefully color the blue sky around our white puffy cloud. And I'm going to carefully color around my little flower. Like that. Oh, everybody's is going to look really different. You can make it look the way you like it to look. Sometimes you can turn your paper sideways to color it easier. You can turn it around. And then we're just going to fill in all of this white space to create our blue sky. And then our picture is done. I'm going to color right over his hair, birdie hair. I guess birds don't have hair. That's probably feathers, little birdie feathers. All right. I think mine is done. Let me see Lola's. Cute, Lola. Let me see your sisters. Let me see Lila. Up. Lila has an orange bird and a beautiful blue sky. I think Lila's using markers. Good job. I see my friends working hard. Beautiful. Beautiful, Lindsay Gruner Albright. I love it. Noah, I see Noah's nailed it. Good job, Noah. Who else is here? Oh, I love that one. Lots of blue and green, beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
It's Darshan that has a green birdie.
Dashawn. Okay, who's Deepthi?
That's his mom.
Deepthi.
That's
Deepthi's child did a beautiful job. I don't know your name, but I love it.
It's Darshan.
Dashawn. Okay, Dashawn. Gorgeous. Really cool.
You.
Interesting. I love it. Thumbs up.
See.
I have to get a roster for everybody. Beautiful. Everybody did a nice job today. I love these birds, these James Rizzi birds. They are really nice, friends. I'm so happy to see everybody working so hard on their art. Love it. Guys did great today. Thumbs up. Now you guys can finish on your time. It's time for me to, almost time for me to say goodbye. But today we talked about a lot of things. We talked about American artist named James Rizzi, who was a pop artist. And he used lots of bright colors to make his paintings. James Rizzi loved to draw birds. And we started out making our letter V. And then we added the ice cream cone top to his head, 2 birdie eyes. We made some clouds, and we used lots of bright colors coloring him in. So they looked a little bit, our pictures were just inspired a little bit by James Rizzi, who used lots and lots of bright colors. James Rizzi drew buildings. Maybe someday we'll do a cityscape based on James Rizzi's work. And people in Brooklyn, New York loved his painting so much they actually let him paint one of the buildings on the outside. So he put his artwork not inside on a piece of paper, he painted the outside of the building with lots of bright colors, and he put a lot of these birds on it. So there is our picture. I want my friends to have a good week, and I love you, and I miss you, and I will come back again next week and see everybody on the computer. Everybody did a great job today.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.